Good morning, viewers. Good morning to all of you tuning in from across Liberia and across the world. Welcome to LMP Morning Watch. Today is October 2025, and we are streaming live from the headquarters of the Liberian National Police. We got a four package for you this morning. Coming up, we have our role elite segment. We'll check in with our county commanders. We'll give you traffic safety tips, and um, we will also have our call in segment where it will enable you to call our lines 0770 or WhatsApp us on +231 886 My name is Cecilia, and for the next 90 minutes, I will be sitting in bringing you all that you need to know from the headquarters of the Liberian National Police. Please keep watching. This is LMP Morning Watch, and you are welcome. Welcome back, and let's get started. And with our Did You Know segment. Did you know that the official cost for police clearance is $200 Liberian? Yes, it's $200 Liberian, nothing more, nothing less. Anyone overcharging you or asking you to give more than that, please report it. Report it to the Professional Standards Division, and you can report department. You can report it on this number. You can report it on 0770 800. That's 107 0770 800 107, or you can even call our lines 0770 800 122. $200, $200 Liberian for police clearance. Nothing more, nothing less. Anyone overcharging you, report it. Report it immediately, and together we can stand against corruption. Do not protect, do not give anybody, do not even support it. Because some of you, sometimes you'll be rushing in this side. Or if you say, we heard that $200 for police clearance, they want to intimidate you. If you feel intimidated, report it. Try and see what action will not be taken. But most of the time, I would give all this kind of information. You don't try it. You say, oh, they're talking their own. No, try it, and you will see what action will not be taken. You can call the Professional Standards Department or Division. You can call the Professional Standards Division on 0770 800 107, and they will tell you, they will call that person, our officer. Let me tell you, no officer besides the $200. If you feel injured by any officer action or inaction, you bring it to the police. Send it to the Professional Standard on this number 0770 800 107, or you can do an official complaint. You can file an official complaint to the Professional Standard Division, and you see that officer will be investigated and disciplined if they form liable of that action or inaction. So on that note, we go to our role elite segment and take Ansu Cannon, who is somewhere in Morovia or Pinsville area, somewhere in around Morovia. Ansu, good morning. Are you there?
Good morning. How are you? Unit 122 and for our minute here this morning. I am somewhere in Pinsville. I'm looking at Major Johnson here. reporting live this morning.
Tell us about the road over there. What's happening on that road, 72nd Junction?
But this area is one of the major intersections heading towards west. What begin? Let's say is most of the that coming from the Japan freeway use this side to go to town. This is why this area was created at this time. You'll see a lot of people going to town, they use this route to go. Besides using the people side, you always see most people using it. So this is the main reason why this area is created. Commercial drivers, the cyclists, the keke, the other vehicles and normally transport uh, passengers from one point to another. You see them here, but our attention is actually due to this point because of the violations. People are not still adhering to the safety rules and the regulations of the traffic light that is being mounted here. And pedestrian work is also a challenge here, as we are always reporting. It remains a challenge here. People are not still observing the pedestrian walk. When they see the people crossing, the motorcyclists and vehicle operators do not give them chance to cross. So we will demonstrate what exactly happened here in the morning at this time. Get my camera. Now the traffic light towards red light have been changed. So you'll always see the guys are heading towards red light going straight. The moment the light changes, you'll see funny funny movement of cyclists and also commercial driver. One is okay. I'm going to get to that yellow jacket. Uno, he wants to bend the left side and the light has not changed. You see where he is? And another thing I observed, people, that is the school that is inspection here. We have two schools right here. Those schools, they are students for those that normally travel on motorbike. When they reach to this point, coming from the Japan freeway, when they reach to this point, they bang immediately. They will not wait for the light to change before they can bang. They will bang immediately on the school campus. We have the SDA, that is also another dominant student fellowship school is here. So you will see the students bending into the place immediately. Do not wait for the traffic sign. It's another thing I would say here. And as I reported the other day to Panama Johnson, here the traffic light do not have the prevention light. The light here, the traffic light do not have the pedestrian light. So we are recommending to the engineer to at least still raising for pedestrians to be able to walk here peacefully. It is risky for pedestrians to be walking at this point for every time cars slow down, motorbikes slow down, keke slow down. Very risky for them. So we are currently recommending to public works or other relevant authorities to work on this for the traffic light here that is not functional. Even in the night when you see the light on, to have a pedestrian light here. Very risky. One recommendation we have. Another one we have here is the passwords that is shown here, and there is no crosswalk. To make it so difficult for our officers here to always be present here in the morning to the evening, because there is no crosswalk. The passwords here at the intersection keeping us gradually, so people will slow down, and when it rains, water will stay back and whatsoever thing that will be on the road. So this is concerning. We love to bring it to the attention of the public. So our local authority will be able to do something on it. This is another issue. So we don't want to be calling people from not getting on the crosswalk, for not adhering to pedestrian crosswalk, but yeah, absolutely there is no crosswalk. If there are crosswalk, maybe because of the rain, they are well out. So we want for everybody, it can be pedestrian, motorcyclist, whosoever that use this road to go whatsoever they are going, to always be careful, be watchful. where you are crossing. If you are even coming from red light, you better into some certain ways here. Be careful because the way motorcyclists and keke riders operate here is very, very dangerous. You see the female that just crossing the road, she just cut in the half of the road. She's not following the light. So it is concerning. This is what we are reporting on the video. Safety is everybody's business. Safety is everybody's business. The life you save today will be your and that of the loved one. So remain safe and always safe. This is the message we have for our viewers this morning at this point.
Okay. Answer.
One thing that one thing I read it, one thing I want to read, one thing that really commuters and people operators are little bit adhering to is this period. Normally when you reach here, nobody to make a stop to this point. This is a right away. But it's only put on people in. Right. They should not even stop there. Actually, nobody, no vehicle is make a stop to this point. This is a right away to the vehicle that bending into some location. Always see some of them will be in a process about like that can get right that came and make a stop while they're stopping his passengers and taking another part to pay. And he's not even the second when he's going out our red line. So that is misuse of lane. So if you are there, remember that when you reach to this point, you are using the right side of the road. You bear right to go straight. That's the right away. Actually, it's right away. So this is the message we have for this morning.
Answer Kane. Thank you so much for that update from 72nd Junction. Thank you so much. That was Ansu Kane of our staff all the way there in the 72nd Junction area, giving us a traffic condition in that place. Where are we going next? We are taking Anthony. Anthony is somewhere, I believe, in the Gunnersville area or Carway. Anthony, good morning. Where are you this morning?
Morning, you don't want to go. Currently, I'm at the forward junction on the Bojo Island.
About the traffic situation.
Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you
Okay,
loud
this
and
morning.
clear. Are you hearing me?
Okay, yes. This morning here at Forward Junction is a multiple intersection where you see vehicles moving from one point to another. You see the emergency vehicle is supposed to use the opposite lane because of the multiple intersection that vehicle normally use coming from inside Corwell, going up to town, coming from Douala, what have you. One thing before I bring the traffic movement, let me just highlight something here at the Forward Junction.
Go
Here we
ahead.
don't have traffic light. Traffic light is not here, and you always see the
No
police
traffic
officer.
lights at all,
Traffic light
right?
that we not at all. The traffic
Okay.
light that was here are all off. So these talk about signs, they are all known as artificial police officer. In the absence of police officer, traffic lights and the crosswalk will direct who be a pedestrian or a driver to drive through safely. But
Are there
on the
crosswalks?
contrary, there's no traffic light, no crosswalk at all, not at
Okay.
all. So you see that police officer is constrained to remain here 24/7 on 24 hours business. They are here because there's no traffic light, there's no crosswalk. So the pedestrians, I mean, they are really facing serious uh, hard time here in terms of crossing because vehicles are moving from all angles, especially motorcyclists and tricycle riders. They are always in violation. As you can see, the police officer is continuing to yell at this guy because he don't want to adhere to the instruction. So pedestrians are really facing serious problem here in terms of crossing from one point to another because there's no crosswalk, there's no traffic light. It just spoil it on the police officer to direct traffic from one point to another. So in the morning hour of this time, you will see that uh, vehicles will be moving from one point to another. They are violating. They're not taking into consideration whether pedestrians have to cross or not. And again, when police gave instruction, while police is giving an instruction, they will pass on the road side in the name of rushing to go to town or rushing to take passing or rushing to get on board a vehicle. So it's a serious challenge here at Fort White Junction. I always report that people who are crossing the road, they should look left, look right, look left again before crossing. But on the contrary here, somebody will just jump from in front of another the store and just rush to cross. And people it poses serious threat to our pedestrians here. So all commuters, they need to be cognizant of the vehicle and traffic law that has to do with the rules and regulations governing the street. So everything that has to do with safety, whether human being or whatever cattle, whatever that has life or property need to be safe. So you see these officers, these crew that are being placed there, they are here specifically to prevent tricycle from leaving from town to go to the Douala end. And again, this particular portion of the road is a challenging situation for pedestrians. You see, this guy, he's forced to join in front of the vehicle because there's no control of those vehicles, especially while they are violating police instruction. So at the end, you'll see police officers will continue to talk to them, but they are in a violent. I mean, they will always argue with police officer because they want to go. And police is here making sure that everything that has to do with their own safety is adhered to. But Carway Junction, if you visited here before, you will know that there are lot of intersection rolling from one point to another that pedestrians need to understand where, how, and when to cross. And this is a serious challenge. Now the police officers is giving chance to the other side. Another pedestrian want to cross. They're not listening to the police officer. Vehicle drivers are not listening to the police officer. As well. Only few of them are giving are listening to the police instruction. Because in the morning hour they will be rushing. Now, on the other hand, where you see the tricycles are coming from, they are coming from the direction where you have the point 4 junction. So now, if they reach to the point, they will have to listen to police instructions before they cross the point. So at least with the pool being planted here or being erected here, I mean, it is another sign that they have to stop and listen to police before moving or passing through the point. So motorcycles in their thousands and hundreds here every morning. So it's a challenge for all of our officers in the absence of traffic or light. So it is if those that are responsible, probably whether it's responsible for traffic light, I think they are listening to me. It is important that this traffic light is functional because police will not be there every time. They need to know that traffic light is there to control the movement of pedestrians, vehicle movement. So those are the features of police that we consider that the red light, the signboard, the crosswalk, they are all signs that educate the pedestrian to cross. Now you see the other two, the vehicles are moving, the police officers are giving instruction, but they are forcing their way to cross because they are not educated to this kind of a system. And it poses serious threat to their own life. So Tutu here at Forward Junction, the public works in collaboration with the LNP need to work harder to make sure that all of the crosswalks are marked and the traffic lights are all functional. So our people can get educated to this kind of a system. Red light is there for everybody. It can be a pedestrian, it can be a vehicle. You got to see the red light, see whether the green light is on for you to pass, the red light is on for you to stop, the orange light is on for you to get prepared to move. I mean, these things are are very important for our citizens and the driving public to know all the reasons to be on the safe side. And I always told people whenever I'm reporting from this particular Conway Johnson, it is that you, as a pedestrian, before you cross the road, it is important that you look left, you look right, you look left again, and make sure that the road is clear, then you can cross. Other than that, if you want to look left and look right and begin to cross, the time you will take to look right, another vehicle will be coming and you might. So I want to tell all of our viewers this morning, be a pedestrian or a driver, you have to adhere to the or slow down whenever you are somewhere around the pedestrian crosswalk to make sure that pedestrian will cross safely. They should not be intimidated by your speed when you know that you're supposed to stop for them to cross in a crosswalk. So these are things that we want our public to know. So far, so good. Conway Junction, the traffic is moving very rapidly. If you are coming from the Conway Bell, the Diesel, and Keba area, you can freely come to Conway Junction to get to Central Moreover. The traffic is moving very rapidly this morning.
Okay, Anthony. Anthony Yedon is a staff of the PPA. Sorry for that interruption. There, Anthony. Thank you for that report. Indeed, the public works need to take cue from that. There's no traffic light in that area. There are no traffic lights and there are no crosswalks in that area, the Corway Junction area. Our officer Anthony Yalu reported from there this morning. So we go over to Asai, our contributor. Asai, good morning. What do you have for us this morning? Where are you? Hello, Asai Money.
Yeah, you getting me? 122. Are you getting me?
Where are you reporting from this morning? I'm getting you now.
Okay, I'm reporting from Police Academy Junction this morning on this
Okay.
Monday morning. To be precise.
Good morning. Thank you for going to
So
Police Academy. What do we have on the road there?
the same from last week that had to do with the traffic light being off in this Edeniko area is one of the challenging things here when it comes to the movement of for vehicles and other pedestrians, because usually when the traffic light is not on, everybody do their own thing. No one want to wait for their friend to pass, so you find it challenging in this identical end. And Monday school is already in session all over. That has to do with academic, what have you. And students usually that cross to and fro from this end, will find it difficult because you will not see taxi drivers, motor bike riders waiting. But usually you see the guys will just come and just run and pass without even waiting for a student to pass or even those waiting to go to the next end. So it's a bit challenging here when it comes to uh, let's say drivers or motorbike riders waiting on their colleague to have access to the next road. A look ahead of us there, that is the road that leads east side of Police Academy, where you have the DY's Academy. That is a school also. So this Police Academy is also a school junction where students move in on a regular basis when it comes to their daily movement. And this is the side that comes from ELWA junction where you are seeing this heavy duty truck, this truck with a container on it. This is the side that comes from ELWA junction. So if you look ahead of us, it's because of this truck now you see motorcyclists are now waiting because they can't just run towards the continue. But without that, you see now everybody is moving and doing their own thing from this end. So here, if you look in the middle, you are seeing a student on the back. Now the bike rider they want to cross, but the police were not giving the chance. So it is a bit challenging when it comes to the regulation due to the traffic light that is off at this end. Usually, when the traffic light is on here, you observe that people or riders will adhere to the rules of the traffic light at certain point in time. mostly in this Peaceville area, are usually in the habit of violating the traffic rules. So usually when we observe the ticket officer from the police, that usually regular basis, when the guy comes here, you always observe that uh, motorcyclists will always be in accordance with the rules of the traffic. But when no officer is here, you observe that everybody will do their own thing. Nobody will wait for their friend to have access to the next point. So it's challenging here on a daily basis from this identical end.
Okay. Okay, as I
Yeah. So let me just show the camera. You see the pedestrian there, he's trying to make a move, but yet still the guys are not giving the chance. So it's challenging here 122. And to all of our viewers, Police Academy Junction, usually when the traffic light is not on, it's challenging to have access to the next point. Just look right there. So these are people that are coming from inside of Police Academy now making their way to Red Light with a U-turn from this end. So this is what happening from this end where I stand this morning, 122.
thank you for that brilliant report, as I thank you so much. As I Agbanye is a contributor here at the Bible National Police with the LMP Morning Watch. We take a short break to be right back, and we will be joining our commanders in the counties to give us updates from the area of command. Please keep watching. This is LMP Morning Watch. Welcome back to LMP Morning Watch. I'm Cecilia, and you are welcome to this our commanders check-in segment where we have the time to call our commanders in the various counties to give us update from their area of command. Now on the line live is our Bapolu County Vigilant Commander. He's no other person but Assistant Commissioner of Police Bikabi Jala. He's on the line live. Good morning, Bikabi Jala.
Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Mom.
How are you? It's been a while. How is your health now? Are you okay?
Very fine. I'm very fine. Okay. Bless God for the protection. I'm very okay now and active on TK.
Okay. I can hear from the sound of your voice and with your photo posted here on the television. So quickly, How is Bapulu?
Babulu is a big car. It's a big car, relatively calm because the situation is being handled by us, and we are moving from end to end to see how best our people sleep safe and sound.
Okay. How are you doing that? What do you have for us? What update do you
We,
have for
we
us?
got we got some issues.
Mm.
For the past time, we have an issue of kidnap. We have another issue that has to do with terroristic threat, aggravated assault, and we have a drowning issue that took place in our area of control. But first of all, I will start with the issue of the kidnap.
Yeah, tell us about it.
It was on the 13th of October. A lady by the name of Marie Brown reported to our police station that she sent her son to the engine place to pick up an adult, a 9-year-old boy by the name of Isaac B. Flomo. While he route to the place, two guys identified as Joseph Jones, age 46, Trapele, and of the scene of this community, and that of Bolo Kwali, age 34, Pele Trap, try to kidnap the child to an unknown destination. In the process, the child tried yelling for rescue until the nearby relatives and dweller of the community came out and rescued the child. And as soon as they rescued the child, this guy fled the scene and went to their places. But the child was very smart enough to identify Volo Kwali because he lived in the community with them. When reported, officers went there and have Bolo invited. Bolo admitted. He admitted to us.
Oh, there were meetings.
He admitted to us 100% that Joseph Jones came from a mountain side by the name of Old Mountain. A mountain side of Old Mountain and gave him $5,000 to give him a child.
5,000 Liberian dollars to give him human being. To do what?
For rituals means.
Okay.
So how he went on that mission and he wasn't successful. He was brought, investigated personally, he was sent to court and now he's in the prison compound.
Okay. All right. Good. Let's hear about the other case.
We was on the chair of this same month in Kulubani, a town in one of our districts, where it was reported that one of our community watch forum officers went to arrest, and in the process, the tussling took place between he and Mountain, and unfortunately, he wounded Mountain on the heel. But the father did not exercise patience. The grandfather by the name of Emmanuel Kekula, age 65, male, 12, Pele, and of the same community, he did not exercise any patience, but he rather instructed the people to move on every cannon. And while in the process, Eddie ran in the house of J. Samuel Timili house for rescue. But he did not wait that when the men entered the house, the men ganked the youth. They went to the house, surrounded the house, threw stones over the zinc, damaged the roof of the main house, and even broke Eddie's cannon hand. Presently, they all were brought to Bobolu here because of the community terrain. They decided to settle it there, but some angry people did not wanted them to have it settled there.
Okay.
So they reported it, and we went there. We sent a team of officers there on the 12th, and we arrested 4 of them, the town chief, Emmanuel Kekula, Moses Moruba, Emmanuel Moruba, brought them for investigation. Presently, they are ongoing investigation. Today, they might be going to court by grace.
Okay. All right.
Those were our situation in Bapolu County.
Okay.
And then it was reported on Friday that one Abraham T. Fopa for the community known as Fopa Town went on the Tuma River to check on his fishing basket. And since he went there, up to now they are not seeing him. When the wife went to check for him, all she saw beside the water was his clothes, his slipper, and that of the cutlass. Up to now, the likely bodies have not been found. They are in the process checking for him. Those are three situations for now we have in Bapulu, and we are still working on things to see how best our people can sleep safe and sound.
Okay. Thank you so much, Bikabi Jala, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Bapolu County Police Detachment Commander, General Commander. Thank you so much for being on the show this morning.
Thank you, Mommy. Thank you.
Have a great day. That was our Bapolu County Commander. He's Assistant Commissioner of Police, Bikabi Jala, live on the line from Bapolu in that part of Liberia. We take a short break to join Bung County. Please keep watching. This is LMP Morning Watch. Welcome back. I'm Cecilia, and this is LMP Morning Watch streaming live from the headquarters of the Liberian National Police on this 20th day of Blessed Monday morning, 2025. That's October 20th, 2025. We are streaming live from our podcast studio here at the headquarters of the Liberian National Police. Our viewers are there, and Jackie Bruce is watching. Ben Cooper Jr. is watching. Momo Kapau Cassell is watching. All of you watching via your social media, we say welcome and keep liking, sharing, and commenting on our live. So we go over from Bapolu County, we cross over to Bong County, where our Bong County commander, General Commander, the big person for Bong County, he's Assistant Commissioner of Police, Fasu Sherry, is on the line live from Bong County, Banga City. Good morning, Fasu Sheriff. How are you this morning, and how is Bong County?
Good morning. I want to do good morning to the many followers. Good morning to our citizens and the people of Liberia. Good morning to the family of the Liberian National Police, led by the Israeli General Police, Honorable Gregory O. Coleman. Bong County, as we speak, is reported calm and normal. There's no major situation that will claim authority attention.
Okay.
For equally so, we want to have your office and the officers of the Israeli General Police informed alongside with the entire public that I think some like we launched some motorcycle restriction in the city of Banga since September. And we declare or we inform the public that this exercise is from January 6, 2026. And in that, we're going to have long term and short term. So from September to October, the 6th, we consider that to be the first phase. And during the first phase, Ma'am Cecilia want to do, and the many listeners, you understand that with the many crime that they reported during the period of that time, or before that time, most of them when it comes to our crime analysis, crime that have to do with burglary, theft of property, robbery, armed robbery. We understood that with the exercise and the installation of that particular exercise, we got to know that those crime reduced to just theft of property and disorderly conduct, etc. The theft of motorcycles and things are also reduced per our analysis and per our statistic report within the period of 1 month of that exercise. That makes us to know that yes, indeed, the restriction of motorcycle from September 6th to October from 11:30 to 5 a.m. The next day, a year fulfilled, and there was a success in the process. So predicated upon that, we went back again on the drawing board and met with the local authorities, the stakeholders, the county attorney, the officers of the vice or the president, the superintendent, and we decided that we launched the second phase. The second phase of this restriction was launched last week Monday, in the month of October 2025. And in the second phase of the restriction, we decided to adjust the time because many of our business citizens were also requesting and appraising our effort, but also to see whether we could adjust the time a little bit because many of our citizens who do businesses at night, like entertainment centers. So with that, we understood and we had a consultation meeting with our leaderships, and we all agreed that the time be adjusted from 11:30 p.m. to 5, from 11:30 p.m. to 12:30. That is the exercise. The restriction will begin from 12:30 to 5 a.m. instead of 11:30 to 5 a.m. So 1 hour between different was adjusted in the exercise. So in that again, we said that since our Bureau Command in Bon County, the districts, they sometimes monitor radio. So we started to inject the radio monitoring system like Crown Watch. So one of the reasons, the Crown Watch, where the radio working along with the team. We start 12:30. From 12:30 to 4 o'clock, the radio station selected will be working along with the security, and that radio station will be monitored within the 7 districts, the 9 districts or the 7 districts of Bon County. So all the citizens will be monitoring that radio in case of any eventuality, in case of any stream movement. They will directly contact the radio station, and we, the security, will be monitoring the radio station, following the direction for the response time, in our response time, to also include that service, that activity into the second phase. So as we speak, the second phase has commenced and is ongoing. The radio station is moving alongside with the team every night that is headed by the chief of operations. Every night we have a team at the same time monitored and supervised by the various sectional heads, including myself, monitoring the process. And whenever there's a situation that we observe that case going and take cannot, continue, we all come out and then move in and do a respond. So our people, this is one of the things that we launched in the 14 counties. As first to be launched. So I just got unconfirmed information that based on the restriction and the extra launch of Bon County, other counties are now following suit. I think that's a good news for Bon County. Bon County to take a lead to introduce at the level of the leeward. I think with your support and chief of media for Liberia National Police.
Very praises, sir.
Yeah. Before we could launch there, we consulted your office to see whether we all could work together to see how best this whole thing could gain fruition. So I want to appreciate your office and the officers of the Israel General Police, Honorable Gordon Okomo and his able lieutenants for giving all that support and the attention to gather in the process.
Okay. Assistant Commissioner of Police, Fasu Sherry, Bon County Commander. Thanks for being on the LMP Morning Watch this morning.
Thank you. And to conclude, as we said on your show some time ago, the memorandum of understanding between the Liberia National Police and the Continental University, the scholarship students, we just want to re-echo and re-inform or again inform the public that the students have already commenced their first semester study at the Continental University, and everything is moving on fine. And maybe second semester, they will be moving on Continental campus where their logic area, their area that is under renovation will be prepared, and they will be moving from the regional hub to the Continental campus.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for that update.
You're welcome.
For those updates.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
We hope to have you during the during the course of the week. Thank you for all that you do for the people of Bon County. That was our Bon County Commander, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Fashion Sherry, on the line live from Banga City, Bon County. We take a short break and to cross over to where are we going? We'll go to Nima. Let's continue. We'll go to Nima County to get our Nima County ORC Vayanga Kone on the line.